2005 Toyota Sequoia. So front end collision, new condenser, new receiver. Now this is something we almost don't see anymore because receiver dryers have almost disappeared out of the market. For you guys coming in, this is something you don't see anymore. For all you old guys, you're used to receiver dryers, but you basically noticed on all the new cars they disappeared because they now make the receiver dryer as a tube, a part of the condenser itself. So you automatically get new desiccant material. So on this one in the front end collision, there's a new dryer. Because of that dryer, if you look up the manufacturer specification, you'll need roughly 30 milliliters of refrigerant oil to be added because the dryer got replaced. Then we have a condenser that got replaced. So if you look up, and you gotta look it up for different vehicles because you'll get fooled. Some manufacturers might say 30 milliliters, some might say 45 milliliters. There's even some out there that say 60 milliliters of oil when you change a condenser. Read, look up the specifications. Don't use a rule of thumb. Otherwise, I'm going to come out there and cut your thumbs off. So in this case, plus this was in an accident. I think I drained this one. This one I might have drained. I think I drained this one. It wasn't a burst out to air. It didn't rupture anything. So I'm going to put 2 ounces of oil. I have 60 milliliters right there. So let's just put it in right here. I'm going to show you the vacuum method. Yesterday when I tried to do this, my camera battery went dead on you guys, so I didn't get to complete that video. And I just had one of the subscribers ask me exactly how to do this. Well, I'm going to show you one of many methods. You could do it under pressure, of course not under the high side while it's running. You could do it while it's running on the low side, and you can do it while there's atmospheric pressure in the system. We're at neutral, 0 psi. So in this method, I'm doing under vacuum. And actually, no, you won't see it in the sight glass right here. But as soon as it goes in here under a vacuum, the refrigerant oil is going to spread out in 2 directions. One, a little bit of it's going to go right down into the receiver dryer and drop to the top of the filter pad. The filter pad is located right here. It's going to drop on the top because the one here with the sight glass goes down through the filter pad and picks up refrigerant from the very bottom. And the reason it is tapered like this, it's tapered like this so all the oil could come to the bottom and all the refrigerant could come to a narrow end at the bottom, and the tube is right down here at the very bottom to make sure it delivers liquid to the expansion valve. So here we go. Let's open this guy up and let's take a look at the micron reading right now. We're at 389. We'll get a tiny bit of air in there, and there'll be a little explosion of the oil itself. Anything that off-gassed, I'm actually putting in. I'm gonna have to put down the phone. We'll go right there. Oops, and it'd be nice if I screwed in the cap. Now we'll go in. Now, if this was connected to this line right here, what you would see is you would see oil literally bubbling up and turning into a foam because we're at a negative vacuum of roughly 400 microns. So as this oil enters, it's literally exploding like boiling water. But you can't see that, but you have to actually know what the physics is going on inside. As you're entering an item under a deep vacuum, it changes, it goes through a phase change if there's any moisture in it. Any air entrant on it, because you don't think of oil as having a pressure, but everything manufactured at atmospheric pressure has the pressure of air entrained in it, just like CO2 and Coca-Cola. So when you rapidly expose it to a lower vacuum, a lower pressure, it literally explodes like boiling water. If you've ever seen a teacup in a microwave and you see a few bubbles and you disturb the cup and it just blew up on you and blew water everywhere, that's what just happened as I performed this procedure. All right, and that was it. That's one method under vacuum. And as you see, I went back up to 479 microns. A little bit of contamination into the system, but it was open to the atmosphere for the last week anyway. So that was, you can measure in molecules compared to what was exposed. So that's it for now on this one. I'll leave it here. I got to jump to the other one. I got 4 here to do. I'll see you in a few minutes.